So welcome to this basic workshop for botulinum toxin injection. Why do we need, why so much interest in botulinum toxin? So it is way ahead of other cosmetic treatments like fillers and non-surgical fat reduction, hair removal, chemical peels and so on. And then the protein is endocytosed, and then the light chain, it cleaves the SNAP protein, which is responsible for binding of the acetylcholine vesicle with the membrane.
And we're going to know that there are many different expressions. And you can see here, this is the most common area that people get treated, the glabellar complex. And there's many, many different strengths, different angles. So everyone's a little bit different. The male are a little bit harder to treat than the females, only because of the natural anatomy. Sebaceous skin tends to absorb a little bit more of the toxin, so you may need more toxin. Deep lines are hard to fill. You may have to do combination. And as we know, mostly in cosmetics, the combination of many procedures is what's going to give us the best results. Certainly, you need to have a before picture. Many times you do something and the patient will come back in 1 month and say, oh, doctor, I spent, if you have a patient that wants to have the skin of Selma Hayek, and she wants to have the eyes of Nicole Kidman and the lips of Julia Roberts, well, very good. But if you try to put them all together, what happens is you get something that looks a little bit crazy. The number 11s, but it also raises the central portion of the eyebrows. So here's a patient where we're starting to mark, and you can see he's frowning a little bit, and you can see his muscle pulls all the way from here. So his muscle is about that long. It's important that you put a few injection sites. I usually put one in the anterior and one in the posterior aspect of the muscle. Here I'm putting around 5 units because I want this lateral edge, which is the connection between the crease of the nose and the lateral canthus. In this area here, this pointer is going dead, but I want to be able to lift that to get that eyebrow, lateral eyebrow, to go up, and that takes away the heaviness of the lateral eyelid. Here you can do massage without any trouble.
So this vial has vacuum, so you can notice when I put my syringe, with my needle into the cap, the solution is automatically drawn in. And so you just wait for the solution to be drawn into the vial, and then remove the syringe. Do not remove the whole needle. So, and just gently rotate it without being vigorous or without shaking it too much, because since it's a biological protein, any vigorous shaking may potentially reduce the potency. But so if you have marked the patient, make sure you don't penetrate through the marking, because you can tattoo that pigment into the skin. So wipe the marking or go around the marking if in the beginning you want some guide. So place the marking either above or below a little bit where you will be injecting. So you pinch the muscle, you see the bulk where you have the maximum contraction, and relax. And I will be injecting 4 units. Contract, करिए फिर से, relax. So this is a more superficial injection. Again, I have held the muscle in my hand. My finger is on the orbital rim to prevent diffusion into the orbital muscles. So if any point starts bleeding,
Make sure there's no air in it, so you push it all the way out. And you hold it. I like to hold it so I can see where the solution is with my eyes. So I put my needle in here. Each little line, so I'm going to put my needle in, right? And I can hold my needle like that. I can hold the needle here all day. Does it hurt? And you're going to go ahead and push in the needle on an angle, because the muscle's on an angle. I like to do it like this, like a dart, because it's more difficult for my big hand to be like this. So like this, I'm more comfortable. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, pinch. 1, 2, 3. So it's 6, 4, and 3 for a total of 20 units.